for the useless news.
Useless news.
Right here on the Big Dumb Fun Show. Venkman reporting.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Venkman from the Big Dumb Fun Show. Tonight with Rena Mehta.
That's me.
And Aaron Gnerk.
On the board.
It's the useless news. Kicking it off with an interesting story. Pascal Honoré is just like any other surfer, keen to drop everything when the waves are up to the perfect ride, except she is paraplegic.
Meaning, she has no arms?
She's
No.
got no use of her legs.
No use of her legs.
In order to ride the waves of the rugged West Coast, she and her surfing partner Tyrone Swan have come up with a unique solution involving a roll of duct tape and a whole lot of courage. You may have saw this posted up on our Facebook account, facebook.com/theuselessnews. Before she hits the water, the 50-year-old Elliston slips herself into a backpack with leg holes cut in the bottom. So imagine her in like a baby Bjorn made for a 50-year-old damn woman. She's lifted on Tyrone's back, and then another helper stops by, and they duct tape her to his back.
It's not enough that she's in some sort of baby backpack.
They also must duct tape her to his shoulders, waist, and legs.
You said duct tape originally. I was thinking they just duct taped her to the board.
Is duct tape waterproof?
Duct tape is Holocaust proof.
Really?
Pascal was left paralyzed after a car accident resulted in a T4 spinal injury 18 years ago.
You mean, wait a minute,
Yeah.
so they duct tape each other between waves?
No.
Before they go out.
Before they go out on a wave, she gets in like a baby Bjorn backpack,
Right.
and then they duct tape her ass to the guy,
In a
legs
backpack.
on the
The
back, while
backpack.
she's wearing the back while he's wearing the backpack with her in it.
Sorry. I must
So
have missed
now,
that part.
so now she can ride the waves with him.
But she's looking backwards.
Wow, the view from here is great.
Maybe she's looking forward. I don't know. 'Cause
As he's about to surf, what happens if he falls?
If he falls, they both fall.
I get that, but I mean,
What do you
not
mean what
that,
happens to her?
not
Like,
that,
what,
I
you
mean,
think she's
not
washed
that
away?
I've been surfing many times in my life, but I win one whole whopping time, and when
Yeah.
you fall off that board, you're like, ah!
Well, and I would you should look at the
I'm
photo.
sure she is too.
Look at this. Gunnar, can you see the photo of this? Look at this guy.
I gotta come
He's
see.
face down in the sand, and she is just duct taped to his back, and she's just having a great time. And you know he is just, oh man, this is great. Look at that. Oh my gosh. So I remember waking up with a guy's head above me and said, "You've had a car accident and you've been in a and you'll be in a wheelchair for the rest of your life." That was the surgeon, but I didn't know at the time. I was just thinking, what are you on about? I mean, like, what are you even talking about? 5.5 months after rehab, she had accepted the fact that she would never walk again, but she was determined that that wasn't going to define her life. And so she finds some poor, sorry sap to hitch a ride on, and now he goes... This guy, he's got a smile on his face, but...
Hey, Tyrone, are you going surfing today?
No, not today.
Are you going surfing tomorrow?
No, well, you know what? I heard it's bad weather tomorrow.
I hear the waves are up.
Well, you know what? I'm washing my hair, actually.
Can you just lay on top of me with some duct tape gets together?
Hey, you know what? I'm really busy. I've got a paper due.
I think this is a death wish.
Yeah.
I honestly
I
think
really love
it's
to surf.
like he's going to kill himself and her doing this, because I can only imagine when you go to. I mean, is her weight even? Because on a surfboard, you kind of have to be even.
He's got to be just an excellent surfer. 23 years old.
If we fall off the board, we're both going down.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to fall. Just trust me.
So I mean,
I can just see the guys making excuses every time. Like, they probably went out twice just for, like, the photo op.
but they probably didn't go out too far. Like, I'm thinking hardcore waves. He must have went out like 5 feet into the ocean.
Oh, come on.
and-
They've got to go
and
farther
hit,
than
like,
that.
You
a
go
little-
farther than 5 feet.
No, you can hit a
Yeah.
wave.
Turns out it's at a water park.
New
Jersey-
water park in Disney World.
A New Jersey man who's fighting to regain custody of his young children, one of which he named Adolf Hitler Campbell, showed up
Awesome.
today at family court wearing a full-on Nazi uniform and
His son or him?
a Hitler mustache. Him.
Oh.
Heath Campbell, founder of the Hitler's Order hate group, appeared this morning at Flemington, New Jersey courthouse for a closed hearing on his request for visitation to his oldest child, a 2-year-old boy.
Yeah.
In November 2011, and I believe we ran this story at that time, the child and his 3 siblings were taken into custody by the state. They accused Campbell and his wife of child abuse. They contended that he never neglected the children, claiming that they were seized by the state solely due to their names. One of his daughters' name is Jocelyn Aryan Nation Campbell. Do you think naming your child something hateful is grounds for abuse, child abuse?
I don't know why you would do it. I don't think child abuse is the appropriate terms for it.
But they want to blame
But why
him.
would you name your kid Hitler, Adolf Hitler?
Well, because you're dressed up in the uniform of a Nazi, and maybe you're sort of a skinhead Aryan supremacist.
When they asked if wearing the uniform would hurt him in the eyes of the family court, he told the TV reporter, well, if they're good judges and they're good people, they'll look within and not what's on the outside.
Yeah, then why didn't you just wear a regular suit?
While Campbell's uniform appeared authentic, historical records contain no reference to Nazis carrying laptops.
People are nuts.
Well, you have to realize that the mother had something to do with this as well. Besides the conception, this guy probably didn't just all of a sudden go, oh, I happen to have this extra Hitler costume, which I like to parade around in.
Here's a fridge big enough for a family of 4. New York's Office of General Services has turned to eBay in an attempt to sell off a huge steel morgue refrigerator that's located at the Manhattan Psychiatric Hospital. Bidding on
Perfect.
Saturday morning started at $355 for a 4-drawer unit. That price does not include delivery, however. Buyers will have to be willing to remove the fridge themselves from the psychiatric center. The Office of General Services spokeswoman tells the New York Post that the ad is not a hoax. She says the agency usually does get unusual surplus items to sell from time to time, including barber chairs from prisons, police cars. She doesn't recall a previous sale of a morgue cooler.
So you mean like one of those that you see on Criminal
Yeah.
Minds, and they pull them out and show the body?
Yep, that's exactly that. But it's
Like
it's
Frankenstein
it's a 4.
comes out of there.
I could see a lot of folks wanting this. Actually,
I
to,
see a
like,
lot of sex nymphos being into this.
Why would you want to be enclosed in like some sort of weird
I'm thinking like a full-on
cooler?
vegetarian. Like, oh, let me just get something out of the crisper.
Right.
You're gonna die to eat
Hey,
these vegetables.
let me tell you, people are weird.
Yeah.
People,
I could see a funeral home using this.
Yeah, a funeral home would love to have this.
or Criminal Minds, CSI, maybe they can need it for their TV show.
Suddenly, all sorts of people in China are offering to sleep with their students' teachers. The unusual outpouring is in response to a recent sex abuse case that included a school principal who spent the night in a hotel room with 4 underage girls. This happened just recently here in Kansas City as well. Sex with teachers just happens so often that they've decided they're going to get together and they're going to say, hey, sleep with us instead of the students. So now these parents are volunteering their services, sleep with us instead of these kids. My name is Venkman. That's Useless News.
Really?